Hello, this is Michael Mayers reporting for MSNBC. Last election, former Republican governor of Massachusetts, Mitt Romney, was caught in a video saying some unsavory words. He was at a $50,000 plate fundraiser in Boca Raton, Florida. Here's a little bit of what he had to say.
There are 47% of the people who will vote for the president no matter what. All right, there are 47% who are with him, who are dependent upon government, who believe that they are victims, who believe that government has a responsibility to care for them, who believe that they're entitled to health care, to food, to housing, to you name it. But it's an entitlement, and the government should give it to them. And they will vote for this president.
This video was floating around on YouTube by anonymous users until it was obtained by Mother Jones reporter David Corn. Some say the leaked video hurt Romney's chances of winning the election, caused a huge firestorm amongst America's voters, and had both sides up in arms. Here's what the ladies of The View felt on the topic.
Of the 10 states with the most people not paying federal income tax, 9 are Republican with Republican governors. So I think he's writing off people without knowing the people he's writing off.
I think there's a general feeling in this, like outside of the numbers here, I think there's a general feeling that with more and more people becoming dependent on government, that by next July we could perhaps be celebrating Dependence Day, not Independence Day in this nation. This is not something that I'm just feeling alone.
Yes, it is.
There are two philosophies here.
That doesn't make it so.
You can patronize me for what I'm thinking, and you can put me in a corner for it, but I'm not alone.
Elizabeth, don't take this personally.
No, I'm not.
I'm not patronizing
It's not my issue. But all I'm saying is that I do believe that there are two schools of thought. One is that it's a good thing to have more and more government, people dependent on government, and the other is that we want to create people who are independent and free. Because are you free if you're dependent on your government? You're not really free.
Feeling about the speech that it might have been delivered first by Marie Antoinette. I mean, there is a feeling that he is like, okay, they're victims. These people, they're dependent.
No, what he's saying is.
As you can see, this is a very divisive issue. The video was recorded by Scott Prouty, a bartender who was working at the fundraiser. He remained anonymous until March of this year and did an interview with our very own Ed Schultz of The Ed Show. Here's a little bit of the interview.
Interested to hear what he had to say. I didn't go there with a grudge, you know, against. I felt an obligation for all the people that can't afford to be there. You shouldn't have to be able to afford $50,000 to hear what the candidate. I had no idea it was going to be this big thing that it turned out to be.
The leaked 47% comment, although some might say was unethical, had shown Romney's real side. It showed what he thought of America. It also showed how out of touch he was with the country. There are so many Americans who rely on government assistance. The elderly receiving Social Security, the non-elderly out-of-work workers, financial aid students, and let's not forget about all the government workers like congressmen, governors, and the president himself. And 47% of the population is a huge number. The 47% of the country is a combined total of the population of New York, California, Texas, Florida, Illinois, Pennsylvania, Ohio, and New Jersey. It's too late for Romney to take back what he said, but here's a little bit of his rebuttal.
What I'm talking about is a political process. I don't expect to get 100% of the vote. I know I'm not going to get 100%. I hope to get 50+% and make sure that I become.
I hope the audience has been well informed on the Mitt Romney 47% video. Now you be the judge. Do you think it was ethical or right for Scott Prouty to release the video? In the meantime, this is Michael Mayers signing off for MSNBC.